It doesn't look like we are taking too much of a break at all, with both of our teams still in their booths, ready to go for our second game of the second semifinals on Downtown.
And the first one, just to remind you guys once again, Tokyo Gaming took it Orly Fashion 9-5. And so far downtown, I do still think the Vengeance is the favorite, but after watching the first game, I'm losing faith a little bit.
Really?
Personally, I'm losing faith a little bit. Seems like they're not really playing the style that they did yesterday, because maybe they thought it was an easier matchup for them in Group B. That's why they were able to have that confidence, but not going to be the same case. If you lose here, you drop down and you go to the third place match. But we are ready for that downtown game.
Love the jazz routine we've got coming into this map. It's a cool overview as we get ready for our second game in the second semifinal match. Tokyo Strikers in the grand final. Who will advance to join them? 2K can take this one down. They will be the next team to advance on to the grand final, but they have a strong task ahead of themselves. Already starting things off with an entry frag, taking Oscar out. RHC, look at the position he's in. He throws out the frag, but gets taken down in the end. So it's a trade 1-for-1.
It's spotted he actually came way too late to the freezer truck, and he couldn't really find his best position, and he missed his initial shots. So his enemy was able to find him right after.
Oh, avoiding that crazy spray, but in the end,
down.
I guess he just got caught by a stray bullet.
And you also get wall shot right after.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Great catch here.
Look at this aim, a 2-for-2. It seems like anytime there's some random casualty, able to just fire right back there. Vengeance in a 3-on-3 now with Wiz running around the corner. Oh my God, DeClint just disappears. He's a ghost. I don't know what happened to him, but he's out of there.
The headshot.
Yep.
And we'll be missing from the stair. Oftentimes there's a bait onto the left side, so you do have to look at the left side, but look at the angle from Yang. Actually looking from the box.
And trying to spray and get random headshots right there. I guess it's a good idea, but unable to find any of them.
Oh, that grenade actually did so much damage.
That was beautiful. Nice to dodge any of the flash.
Let's go down, and both are wiped from 2 grenades, 2 kills. They were actually very low, so getting the grab with the grenade, feeling pretty good.
This is incredible. I can't believe how well 2K are playing. More than that, their momentum continues, and that is really what is giving them so much, I guess, morale coming into this. That's what gives them the ability to just feel like everything works. So the way things go in downtown, you get into a good angle, you spray to break all the windows, then you try to see exactly where your opponents are trying to rotate to.
This time not coming all the way to the truck of. Basically, the losing factor from, almost the losing factor from 2K was because they pushed all the way up, lost a member, going all the way to the freezer truck. Not going to be the same one as they are just waiting at that B site.
Yeah, absolutely. And even Doodle's taking a little bit of damage early on. Not sure that's going to matter all that much. Let's see what RHZ wants to do. He is the furthest forward member playing point for 2K. Smokes out. Now might be trying to push on through them. This is where it's going to matter. 400 kilograms right on the other side of that door, or maybe a little bit further behind it. But trying to spray through the windows there. Is the damage going to come through RHC? Very, very low, but in the end, 2K murdered Vengeance and take out 3. So a 5-on-2 situation. Vengeance, the Clint's got a lot of work to make up. He and Trust.
RHC actually comes out to the main cafe.
Oh, sickest headshot. 400 kilograms, weighs nothing now that he's dead.
He was looking at the other angle, actually, and not really catching after the guard, but down to 1 member. The final one, Trust.
I feel like in point blank, when you look down at the ground, it's like when you cover your eyes and you're like, I can't see you, so you must not be there.
It's like when you go into the foreign language class when there's an oral test coming at you. Who wants to go first, and then everyone just looking at the sheet of paper.
Yeah, you're like, don't make eye contact. Don't make eye contact. Yeah, it's not. It's a little bit more effective here in point blank than it is in real life. Beautiful entry in there, but unfortunately, DeClint gets taken out. That means it's just Trust. Can he find beautiful headshots to take the win? No. And another win on the board. The points keep piling up for 2K. Brazil.
Yeah, even some special sound effects.
I
when
love it.
2K wins as the hosting country. Lots of fans at the venue as they are high in spirits as well with all the cheers from the fans.
Absolutely. I mean, I'd be in pretty high spirits too if I started out with a 2-win advantage into the second half, or into the second map rather. Still in the first half, of course.
I would love to actually go all the way to Brazil and cast from there at the venue, with watching all the audience, receiving that amount of energy.
Oh, dude, Brazilian fans are some of the best fans in the world. When it comes to going crazy over their teams playing, it doesn't get a whole lot better than that. And so to be a Brazilian team on stage, you know you have a lot of support at your back, but you've got to show up in game in order to deserve it. So see what happens. 2K on defense this time around. They've been good twice in a row. We'll see if they continue to do that. And actually, Vengeance has not pushed out much past their spawn. They're actually choosing to go right up center. So, I don't know. It seems to be a little bit safer to try to go around the edges, but they can't quite find an angle to do that, I guess.
Yeah, so far main cafe, you can't really contest too far going up the stair. Maybe does he have the smallest angle?
That is insane. That area to find a hit is like microscopic.
But it is the angle where you just pre-fire a lot, so you can actually try very hard.
Nothing working so far. DeClint coming around. I think he actually had an angle there for just a brief second on ML God. Yeah, and he recognizes where ML God is. No way the headshot comes through. That's insane.
Yeah, DeClint, man, with just clutch shots, one after the other. This may be a good amount of attack as they are reaching through both sides. Right now, just looking for the backup. Possibly does miss the shot. Or is she a little bit late on the response? There's a bomb.
Yeah, now Yang, I think he had an angle there for a second, but I don't think he realized it.
The reason why they planted an A because there are lots of grenades already been thrown, so it's really easy, a lot easier to actually defend for the red side.
RHC.
Well, actually,
gonna be very quiet. Oh, look at the surprise! Yeah, DeClint didn't see him at all. In the end, the counter kill comes through, and Yang is the sole surviving member of 2K. He's in a 1-on-2. Will he find the kill? No, he does go down, and that's the first win on the board, first point on the board in our second map for Vengeance.
Slowly back in game, starting with round number 3.
I love how there's just like zero downtime in the middle of the game. You just keep going. You win or you lose, you can't dwell on it. You have to reset and get right back into the game with a brand new strategy.
That's why you can't afford to make mistakes, and they actually try this once
oh, no.
again. RHC gets the kill.
He's going to get one, and actually he might get a second one there as well. He does. What on earth? RHC just completely blindsides Vengeance.
But they actually make their way in, but ML God, he was just keeping himself in the bottom, all the way at the back.
Man, this is a Matrix stuff where you're just dodging around sprays of bullets coming at you. In the end, ML God does win. Can he find another one? He needs to grab it. His drags are a little bit slow, and in the end, it's Wiz that comes up with the win in the end. Wizka able to close it out.
Lots of spray and losing your cool, losing your control.
Yeah, the control was just slow. You could see him tracking more slowly.
Both players, yes. Yep. Both players, they actually used the entire ammo, entire magazine.
It's a little bit awkward after you.
That was actually like the last few bullets to actually grab the kill.
If you're both spraying at each other and you both run out at the same time, it's really awkward because you both have to try to reload as fast as you can. It's like
that's the choice you make. Do I reload or do I change to pistol or do I go melee? Melee from that point on. Maybe just be a knife fight.
You pull out your
Bring out the gold knife.
That is true. Gold knives, of course, better than non-gold plated knives.
The default one is the best.
I actually really like the gold plated skin. I think it looks pretty sick.
Gold skin
You'll
for
notice
everything.
The PBWC skins on all of our
best,
guns.
The newest.
Yep, indeed. They're just as good as the gold version. Give you that extra clip. So, of course, you'll see all of our players using them on everything, even these the dual Chris's. That's still going to look just as good. So, what's the play here? G-Clef, we haven't seen a whole lot of committal. Most of the time just kind of getting caught up there by Cafe and not making it a whole lot further.
And no focus on B this time, as this is the first time actually they're not attacking into B, slowly crouching into A site together, which has been opened by 2K. They are ready to cover by the angle of from far away, and also they do have lots of grenades.
Well, he's gonna get shot by like a bullet, so he's gonna be a little bit more cautious there. And what is Oscar looking for there in Cafe? He's playing it very far back.
So for finding none,
I actually really love that we have this downtime in the middle. It's, both teams really have figured each other out. Like, okay, well, what's the next play? Well, for DeClint, it's playing the bomb. Why don't they ever set the bomb for like a minute? Like that would seem like a much better strategy. Why do you have to set 40 seconds on the bomb? Or I guess less than 40 seconds. What if they set it for like 5 seconds? The bomb just goes off and they win. I guess they have to try to escape.
that would be imbalanced.
Imbalance. If I am part of the Free Rebels, I don't really care about balance. I just want to kill people. Whoa, frags killing everybody. It's a disaster. No. All of a sudden, the bomb goes down. Can they defuse it in time? It looks like the answer is yes. And wow, everything was going so well for Vengeance until everyone died.
How much? This is insane. How Tokyo just broke through. Some grenade damage, but headshots after one another. Having all 5 members actually breaking through that defense.
You almost never see that where it's 5 versus 5 and then all of a sudden it's 5 versus 0. Beautiful break in there, 2K. It's like they have that magic aura from the fans supporting them. It's yeah, you make a joke about it because it doesn't really exist, but then you watch things like that happen and you're like, "Oh my god, you never see that until you're in a situation like this in 2K, really just crushing this first half."
It's very rare, of course, a lot rarer into a B site, but in terms of A site, they actually covered all the angle coming off from the back and to the side even. And not too much grenade, actually only 2 thrown last round into that bomb zone. We just gotta say, it was just amazing mechanical play from each player.
Exactly
2K.
What they needed. And now 2K up 2 players over Vengeance to take those 2 losses early on. So, wow, it's looking bad for Vengeance. Can they bring this back? They'll need the same similar kind of magic. These headshots just coming out of nowhere. It looks like for a second there, Niano's actually in a good spot, but we're going to watch Trust into Clint. They so often are the dynamic duo. Oh, a shot at the head of ML God. Takes him out. Wow, look at DeClint. They're powering through, but he's going to go down, and so will Trust. They get wiped out, and 2K are 1 away from taking this first half.
Just 1 round off. And this maybe the final 3 minutes. And shooting through that point actually gets a decent amount of headshot, at least some damage done when you know the rotation. And because you will always, very likely always have 1 at least in the B-bomb site. And staying behind the box.
Always the best place to be. Oh no! He had like a solid half a second there to find a headshot and couldn't do it. So that's a little bit of a bonus there. 2K with the Guardian Angels pulling the bullets away from their heads.
What we call GA, of course.
Yes. Very useful.
Once again. Grenade. Oh, smoke's coming in first.
Yeah, you smoke, and then it's harder to see exactly where the grenade landed, even though you can hear it. Actually, having to push through the grenades, they can't make it over, and it's a disaster. VNG explode. No more Vengeance, but hey, still Nyang and ML got out of there.
Yeah, grenade kills coming through for both teams.
Oh, DeClint. He's going to have to spray. Wow, he gets 1 with a spray, so it's only a 1-on-2.
Clint has been just having such a good aim. Having such a good drag to the head and getting headshots so quickly.
Even when it doesn't really make sense, like there, he's kind of firing through the smoke. He's still getting headshots. So, wow, this is pretty intense. See kind of on opposite sides. Once again. Okay, DeClint, he's got a lot on his plate. He's got to push into a bomb site to get the drop, but he's going to have a hard time doing it. Only 1:25 left.
We will see a slowly operating around the map.
DeClint just needs to get into a bomb site, right? I mean, he's got to drop the bomb in the next 20 seconds. Well, into position to put the bomb down in the site. And he's found one. So here we go. Bomb is going to be down at 1 minute.
FU 140.
Okay, well,
code.
Yep, 40. Shh, you're giving away the password, G-Clef.
Instant kill. And
Okay,
that would
that's
be
a little
5.
bit that's a little bit anticlimactic there at the end, but that's gonna do it. 2K find their 5th victory to take the first half, and now they're 1/2 away from winning a trip to the grand finals.
Only 3 rounds away, to be in fact, because they won that with a 5-2, and Vengeance was only able to get 2 from the red side. Of course, greater defense for the blue side. This is the map for a lot of the blue teams, but they do have the better chance in terms of defense on downtown to have that defense done. So 2 rounds from red, not too bad. Of course, usually we do see about 3, but 2, if you can actually defend it well enough, you may never give points, and that's how you come back into game number 2 and continue into game 3. Vengeance needs that right now.
We've already seen it happen in our first semifinals. Very possible for Vengeance to bring it back and still stay alive, but they are really losing a lot of opportunities. Every single map matters, and now that they're swapping sides, they get a chance to, put the shoe on the other foot, I think is the way the metaphor goes.
But
and here we go.
If you put the shoe on the other foot,
it doesn't fit.
It doesn't fit.
It means on the other person's foot.
Yes.
Aha. We're figuring out the metaphors here. But let's go ahead and get back into it. Oscar already down. Vengeance not starting off the second half the way they wanted to. They can't give away these precious map wins because, like you said, G-Clef, only 3 wins needed, right?
3 rounds. 3 rounds for 2K. Straight to the finals. They are ready for it and diving in. I think he did hear at least the footsteps.
Yep, smoke out, now trying to break his way through those double doors.
Down to 2 men only.
Yeah, we didn't even see any of those deaths happen because they just happened so quickly.
They went into the A site, actually got through all the valley kills. And VNG, of course, and just waiting. They can't really afford to go all the way in. They do have some grenades, so it seems like they are waiting for now. They do have a lot of time also. Diving into B site instead, actually. One almost Doodle almost sacrificing himself.
Yeah,
for information.
He does just a little bit. RHC actually the sacrifice there just to try to find out anything that they can get. The red team wins, and that puts them only 2 away from advancing on to the grand finals. You can see the entire Brazilian team stood up, kind of banged their chests. They're like, we are so close to dominating through Indonesia.
Only 2 more rounds. They're going to the finals, advancing into the grand finals against Tokyo Striker. A pretty dominating performance so far. All they need is 2 more.
We'll see if they can do it. Already just pre-breaking the windows for trying to push through. Vengeance, what's the strat they need here? I always seem to take either an early casualty or get bopped by grenades even after they find successful breaks into bomb sites, but it's just nothing's working out.
They've been losing this duel near the stairs, right in between A and B. Center point, great grenade. Actually, a smoke instead.
Yep, no surprise grenades, but a little bit of surprise damage there as Doodles gets completely blasted. So he's the first casualty here. RHC a little bit low, but safe from the line of fire right now. So a nice early casualty there, but Vengeance, they have to use this power play in order to come back. I don't know exactly how they're going to plan to do that, but they're not pushing out, looking to catch 2K off guard.
Taking the upstairs of Blue Res is one of the most crucial things. It actually blocks it's kind of like the central area for most of the map. Blocks the backup from A to B, B to A, and really forces the rotation all the way around, which costs a lot more time, possibly even 15 plus more seconds.
Yeah, and they don't really have that time left. Pushing into the bomb site right now, looking for the plant is 2K. Will they be able to get one down? Oh, they get one down. They lose one. And now, actually, Monsters gets taken out as well here. So should be seeing the bomb planted here in the next 10 seconds or so. They're going to need to get it down, but they're losing health. They're losing members. They're losing time. And finally, Nyang has to go for the plant.
Has the grenade and gets almost taken out.
Wait, I thought he knew he needed to move a little bit further away. But unfortunately, yeah, just take a lot of damage. But the bomb is down. That's the main objective there. Now all they have to do is make their plant and
make it a
defense
3-3 with the headshot from the pistol.
Yep.
Snipes onto one.
Very nice
Covering.
angle. Oh, 400 kilograms is going to get a big shot there right through, but he can't find the conversion off of that. So still a 3-on-2. Only 20 seconds left on the bomb.
Focusing onto one and gets one here, but it's 1v1. 18 seconds.
RHC versus
Grenade!
Oscar! Oscar does stay alive. He doesn't die to the nade, and that means he will be able to push in. Can he get the defuse in time? Yes, he will.
Yes. Has more than enough time, plus 2 seconds.
Oh, vengeance.
He thought he had the time to throw in the grenade and then switch the gun and then shoot before, but when you have to make that switch, you actually waste about 1.5 seconds.
It's quite a bit of time. Yeah, you say it's only 1.5 seconds. It feels like a lot longer.
Throwing the grenade plus drawing out your gun and then spraying right after. 1.5.
Okay, well, this is still very close to being a 2K victory. All they need are 2 more kills. Well, 2 more map wins, or 2 more rounds. There we go. And they're very capable of getting it. But first of all, they need to find out where each other are. Just a little bit of pre-fire to try to feel each other out. Neither team really committing through that central area.
One of the members actually into the left side in the lower cafe there, blue cafe, right next to the respawn area, and one on top. So B side pretty much guarded.
This is
Not from the bombing zone though. All from the respawn.
Trying to push in there. Oh man, he thought he had a shot with the pistol. But once again, just trying to pre-fire, spray as much as you can, get a good feel about where their opponents are. Now, RHC, he's the one with a beautiful flank there. Does get a 1 for 2, I guess that was.
At the same time, they actually go into the A side as well. So they have shaken very... They could not break into the B, but they have got their control towards the A side a little bit more.
Yeah, indeed, they have. Very important to push in there. We only have 1 minute and 30 left. So that means that in the next 30, 40 seconds, we're going to see that plant happen. So let's see if they can push into it. 2K finally making their push into B. They are in the bomb site. The plant should happen here pretty soon. But first, they have to clear things out, see what the best defensive angle is to hold on to it.
Because it seems like lots of grenades thrown into the bomb site. Not catching anyone yet.
Chain explosions here, but can they break into it? ML Guy gets a nice headshot on the breach. Can he find any more? This is not a great spot for VNG to be in. They sacrifice 1, 2. Now maybe even the third one going down, and that's a big team win for the red team. 2K 1 away from a trip to the grand finals.
So one more round for 2K. Very close. Vengeance. Actually gets a trading kill in there. Almost
going to try to push an entry frag on to Wiz. He is out of there, and so no more Wizka left on the map here. This might be all that it takes for 2K to lead their way into the grand finals. Vengeance, no, their backs are up against the wall, quite literally, but they're also not giving up without a fight. Yeah, playing it careful.
And slowly.
Yeah, very, very slowly. I love that we have this little lull in the action. Both teams trying to get either cheeky frag kills, maybe random headshots from pre-firing, just trying to break in. And, I mean, it's good to see 2K advancing. They have a couple of minutes to work with. So they do need to make progress towards that B-bomb site.
Slowly. Just like game number 1. Don't need to rush it. You have a lot more chances. 2K is. As Vengeance, they do lose one more member.
Wow, yeah, RHC getting taken out there, and actually a little bit of damage down there onto Doodles as well. So I don't really know what happened, but you do have to be careful.
Very for the pre-fire.
Yep.
Maybe looking for that wall shot, but not the right angle. Of course, you can't see.
Couldn't find. And this is a death trap. You can see the multiple different angles there that Vengeance can control the top of that staircase. So you really do not want to walk up there unless you have either nades to cover you or some backup.
Instead, going to the lower.
Oh my God! No way. He's gonna shoot him in the foot. He tried.
He does actually get the wall shot, some damage on him.
that was pretty cute, but unable to find any meaningful kills there. It's the 4-on-4. Smoke out in the site. Only a minute left.
So they have to be close to B. They do have the C4. MLG got, but will get caught by the grenade.
No,
not
that's
really be able to plant the bomb.
That is terrible. So they're going to have to go for another plant. Only 50 seconds left. The plant has to come down right now. But he gets shaken by another grenade. Need to plant. 45 seconds and the plant comes down. Only 30 seconds left to get the defuse off. And that's going to put a lot of pressure on the Vengeance.
A very low Doodle and also Young gets taken out. Both of them at the same time. 400 kilogram. The only one left. Four members.
Can he defend the bomb? He gets
one
kill, but he goes down. The bomb will be defused, and Vengeance at the last second stop 2K short. But still, many more opportunities here for 2Kill to advance.
2-2, but this is the second half. First half, 2K Gaming took the first half with the 5-2, so still need 3 more for Vengeance to at least tie up in this game. They also dropped the first game in Sandstorm, so
long way to go. Vengeance rushing this time around. And, oh, wow, a good duck and cover, but he drops down and goes down 400 kilograms out of there. And actually, with a lot of damage done to Doodles, this is not the start that 2K would have wanted.
Certainly. They just rushed in and not even finding the angle. They were actually focusing on too much for the baits from the bomb. And there was no one, actually.
Are they going to go for a plant already? Oh, my God.
I think they basically just figured that we have a lot of chances. Let's just go rush in and then try our chances here.
Okay, well, they are going to do it. 37 seconds
One
left.
coming up, but he has to change the gun, but he mistimed that.
Yeah, exactly the worst possible situation there. Now it's only up to RHC. Can he defend the bomb? Crawling around the wall. Are the headshots going to come through? Ducking, standing up, ducking. The duel is good. Vengeance. Power through again, and now we'll take a third victory against 2K, 2 in a row.
Well, maybe he didn't have enough bullets because he was pre-firing so much. He had to change the gun. I couldn't really see directly how many bullets that he had left, but oftentimes not the case, and they were only like about a minute in, so he should have had enough bullet. Maybe he was just trying to be greedy and change the gun. That was a big mistake. Unless that happened, he had the better control.
The worst possible time.
And he should have heard the sound also coming up very close to him.
I mean, it's a very tense moment, so you really do have to know that nerves are playing a part on both sides for 2K to be this close, and then if they drop this map and maybe drop the next map, that would be heartbreaking in front of an entire crowd of Brazilian fans. So hopefully they are able to close this out. They are one map away from a trip to the grand finals.
They should now know where the focus really is. Blue respawn, second floor.
A little bit of grenade damage there on to Trust as the pre-frags come out.
For the previous 3 out of 3, not a single man installed in the bombs, in the B side bomb site.
Trying to push into it very quickly, but they are stopped kind of in their tracks. Guarding both directions there is 2K, but they do need to kind of come together, make a coalesced push here any second now. There's the pre-fires. They can see the bullets coming through, so they know where Vengeance are. Now they need to just come up, stand up, and get the shots they need to break in.
Not really finding the damage. Too much just contesting, just throwing out bullets actually only to very low on bullets, actually. A lot of members are.
Yeah, got to conserve your resources here. Only a minute left. Now finally pushing into the site, looking for the plant here. But 5 alive and very healthy for Vengeance. Can they push in and stop this bomb from being planted? Only 1 minute left. And Doodles is going to drop the bomb in the plant, but he goes down because of a grenade through the smoke. And, oh, this is not looking good here for 2K. G-Clef, a very tense moment. Another grade comes out, another kill. They're stopping them from planting, saying, look, we know where you're going to plant. We can stop you anytime you go for it. Another attempt at a plant, but that one fails as well.
That's exactly why you leave that A site open. You want to get free kills, basically, with a single grenade, and then time it perfectly for the second one.
G-Clef, are we going to have a tie?
It comes to the final round. The winner actually takes the round, takes the game.
G-Clef, I'm trying to make ties possible. Are you trying to tell me that there's no possibility for a tie?
Actually, if Vengeance wins this one, it is going to be tie game number 2.
Okay. Well, that would be a 1-1 tie. There we go. But no round ties, certainly. I guess we're both wearing ties. But certainly the players do not want them. 2K, they take an early loss, but they get a lot of damage down. Wiz trust kind of low. That's, I guess, as much of an advantage as they can hope for right now. See what their strategies are, but it's clear that rushing in to plant the bomb wherever it is just isn't working for 2K.
And they have a man down. That's the biggest problem. Of course, VNG, Vengeance also has 2 of the member pretty low. Below 50, below 30.
Well, headshots are going to make all the difference here. Doodle's coming forward, but he does need to keep his eye on that window. Oh my god, he almost had the angle, but he didn't pre-fire to get the extra shots off. So, oh, this is so tense, G-Clef. Just seconds away from possibly seeing 2K in the finals or possibly tying it up.
Oh, Emigo does make it out solo, but gets the kill. Can actually push in, but not going to push in. Actually gets 1 down from A side, I believe.
How is this going to go? The pre-fire comes through. Great cover fire from behind, but
Only 17.
takes too much damage. He's coming forward. Got to run away from that damage. Explosion comes off. No damage done. Wiz going down there is a big deal. It makes it
only
114.
They have to make a move now.
Yep, they will need to push in. They have to go. They have to go right now in order to have enough time to plant the bomb.
Sneaky move going all the way, all round into A side, actually pressuring in. It seems like they're pressuring into B side because they don't have too much time back. Actually,
ML God. Is this the godlike play from ML God? The bomb's down 40 seconds to find it.
They got the plant, 4v3. And using a lot of time, they are actually going all the way around the stairs. They are coming towards
Oh no! What happened? Vengeance just died.
Kill.
Everybody goes down in the end.
That will be the
2K.
end.
Take it. They find their 3rd win. They claim the victory in the second half and defeat Indonesia to eliminate them from the Point Blank World Challenge Championships. And 2K, 2Kill, your top Brazilian team, will advance on to the grand finals.
Oh, look at them. Look how happy they are with the crowd, with the flags all around. They're going straight to the finals. It seems like they actually won the championship or something.
Honestly, it almost feels just as good. Parties in the crowd, in the booths, and a lot of great sportsmanship too as they go in to shake hands.
It almost seems like they actually won the championship.
It does, it does. I mean, it was that tense.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I'm sure we'll be right back here again emotionally when they do play in their final game. But what a way to close out our second best-of-3 semifinals, sending 2K, the Brazilian team, after losing and almost being out in the group stage. They finally make it into the semifinals on day 2. They barely make it into the grand finals. They will face off against Thailand's Tokyo Strikers for a shot at $30,000.
Yeah, what an intense semifinals. We thought it was going to be a lot less intense compared to the first semi, but actually goes all the way to the final round. Of course, did not go to game 3 because of best of 3.
Right.
Yes, but 2Kill Gaming, pretty intense, and how they were able to sneak into the A, and he only had less than 10 HP.
He was very low.
Basically, that is the why, because you can't really count on him too much. He was going to go down regardless. Maybe a leaf, just with the wind.
A soft breeze.
Soft breeze, and will actually crumble him down. So actually having all the other 3 members actually pressuring into the B. Also, they got a kill out of that too. And then sneaking into the A, just making sure they buy enough time so there's no grenade into that A site coming in.
I mean, we saw what it looks like when you try to force a site and plant the bomb. You just keep getting naded over and over and over again. You can't do that. That's what happened in the Pentultimate game, and Vengeance were just able to kill them over and over again. But this time, when you force that B so hard, you sort of get into your opponent's head, and they think, well, this is where the game ends, right? They don't have enough time to rotate, but they did. And so sending ML God over there makes the godlike play, gives them the win. What a beautiful, just magical moment there for 2K in front of all of their fans to be able to advance onto the grand finals in the Point Blank World Challenge. It doesn't get much better than that, G-Clef.
Yep, and that's possibly as what we wanted to have, what we wished to have in the grand finals. It'll be Tokyo Strikers, the best, possibly the best region in this world, and the hosting nation.
Yeah.
Can you have two teams that's better than that. No, I think this is the best matchup for the finals.
Honestly, so you can look at relative power levels and say maybe it goes, Thailand, Indonesia,
Team G Clef
yeah,
and Team
Team
Rapid.
G Clef, Team Rapid, and
Mm-hmm.
then Brazil. But for Indonesia, right, they might be a good team just overall. But when you're pumped up by the crowd, you've got all that morale, the passion, just the will to win, just everything. All of those ancillary advantages going over to 2 kill gave them the advantage that they needed to advance on to the grand finals. But before the grand finals, we have a third and fourth place match. We've got that best of 3 coming up next, so don't go anywhere. The PBWC will be back in just a second.